Hey everyone, I am Jerwin M. Herrero. For today, I'm going to recite the Miranda rights in English, Waray-Waray, Tagalog, together the Declaration of Human Rights. In English, Miranda warning. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you speak can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to talk a lawyer and not him present with you while you are being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any question of your wish. You can decide at any time to exercise this right and not answer any question or make any statement. Do you understand each of these rights? You have the right to demand the physical examination by an independent and competent doctor of your choice. If you cannot afford the service of a doctor, the state shall provide you. The state provide you one for you. In Tagalog, Miranda warning. May karapatan kang hindi magsalita. Ano mang sabihin mo, ay maaaring gamitin laban sa iyo sa lahat ng korte dito sa Pilipinas. May karapatan kang pumili ng sarili mong abogadong malaya at may kakayahan. Kung hindi mo kayang bayaran ang serbisyo ng isang abogado, naglaan ang gobyerno ng isa para sa iyo. Naiintindihan mo ba ang karapatan na ito? May karapatan kang pumili na mahusay at may kakayahan na doktor na magsasagawa sa iyong eksaminasyon na pisikal. Kung hindi mo kayang bayaran ang isang doktor, mayroong nilaan ng gobyerno ng isa para sa iyo. In Waray-Waray, Miranda warning. May ada pa patungod na in pagpapamingo. Ang bisan anong nga imo kayak nun. May himo magagamit pabor o kontra sa imo bisan diin na husgado. May ada ang patungod na pumili ang sarili mo na independente na magkara ng abogado. Hindi rin mo akos ang iya serbisyo, may ada ang gobyerno ginaandam sa imo. Naintindihan mo ba ini? Ini mga katungod. May ada ka katungod na magpa-examine sa imo lawas. Pausang independente ng magkara na doktor. Hindi rin mo kaya bayad ang usa nga doktor, may ada gin andam ang gobyerno para haimo. The next is the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. 1 to 30. Article 1. All human beings are born free and equal and in dignity and rights. They are endowed with reason and conscience and should act towards one another in a spirit of brotherhood. Article 2. Everyone is entitled to all the rights and freedoms set forth and declaration without distinction of any kind, such as race, color, sex, language, religion, political or other opinion, national or social origin, property, birth or other status. Furthermore, no distinction shall be made on the basis of the political, jurisdictional, or international status of the country or territory to which a person belongs, whether it be an independent trust, non-self-governing, or under any other limitation of sovereignty. Article 3. Everyone has the right to life, liberty, and security of person. Article 4. No one shall be held in slavery or servitude. Slavery and slave trade shall be prohibited and all their forms. Article 5. No one shall be subjected to torture and cruel, inhuman, or degrading treatment, punishment. Article 6. Everyone has the right to recognition and everywhere as a person before the law. Article 7. All are equal before the law, are entitled without any discrimination to equal protection of the law. All are entitled to equal protection against any discrimination and in violation of this declaration, and against any incitement to such as discrimination. Article 8. Everyone has the right to an effective remedy by a competent national tribunals for acts violating the fundamental rights wanted him by the Constitution by law. Article 9. No one shall be subjected to arbitrary arrest and detention or acquisition. Article 10. Everyone has entitled or in full equality to a fair and public hearing by an independent and impartial tribunal and in determination of his rights and obligation and of any criminal charge against him. Article 11. Number 1. Everyone charged without penal offense has the right to be presumed innocent and proved guilty according to law in a public trials at which he has had or guarantees necessary for his defense. Number 2. No one shall be held guilty of any penal offense on account of any act or omission which did not constitute a penal offense under national or international law at the time when it was committed, nor shall a heavier penalty being imposed the one Thus was applicable the time the penal offense was committed. Article 12. No one shall be subjected to arbitrary interference with his privacy, family, home, or correspondence, nor to attacks upon us or his honor reputation. Everyone has the right to protection of the law against such interference or attacks. Article 13. Everyone has the rights to freedom of movement and residence within the borders of each state. Number 2. Everyone has the right to live in any country, and including his own, and to return to his country. Article 14. Number 1. Everyone has the right to seek and to enjoy and in other countries is long from prosecution. Number 2. These rights may not be invoked in the case of prosecution genuinely arising from non-political crimes or from acts contrary to the purposes and principles of the United Nations. Article 15. Everyone has the rights and nationality. Number 2. No one shall be arbitrarily deprived of his nationality nor denied the rights to change his nationality. Article 16. Number 1. Men and women of all ages without any limitation due to race, nationality, or religion have the right to marry and to found a family. They are entitled to equal rights and to marriage during marriage and at its dissolution. Number 2. A marriage shall be entered to only free will or free consent and free. Number 3. The family is national fundamental group until society is entitled to protection by society and state. Article 17. Number 1. Everyone has the right to own property alone as will as an association with others. Number 2. No one shall be arbitrarily deprived of his property. Article 18. Everyone has the right to freedom of thought, conscience, and religion. These rights includes freedom to change as religions or belief and freedom, either alone or in community with others, and in public or private, to manifest as religion or belief or teaching, practice, worship, of observance. Article 19. Everyone has the right to freedom of opinion as expression. This rights includes freedom to hold opinions without interference and to seek and receive infer- information, ideas through media, regardless of frontiers. Article 20, number 1. Everyone has the right, freedom of peaceful assembly, association. Number 2. No one may be compelled belong an association. Article 21, number 1. Everyone has the right to take part of the government of his country, directly or through freely chosen representative. Number 2. Everyone has the right of equal access to public service and in his country. Number 3. The will of the people shall be basis of the authority of government. This nor shall be expressed or periodic genuine in elections, which shall be by universal and equal suffrage, and shall be held by secret vote or by equivalent free voting procedures. Article 22. Everyone has a member of social society has the right to social security and is entitled to realization through national effort and international cooperation and in accordance with the organization and resource of its system of economic, social, or cultural rights and is responsible for this dignity and the free development of his personality. Article 23, number 1. Everyone has the right to work, to free choice of employment, to just, to prevailable conditions of work, and to protection against unemployment. Number 2. Everyone, without any discrimination, has the right to equal pay for equal work. And number 3. Everyone who works has the right to just and favorable remuneration and ensuring for himself and his family an existence worthy of human dignity and supplemented after necessary by others means of social protection. Number 4. Everyone has the right to form to join with unions for the protection of the of interest. Article 24. Everyone has the right to rest and leisure, including reasonable limitation of working hours and periodic holidays with pay. Article 25. Number 1. Everyone has the right to a standard of living and adequate for the health and well-being himself and of his family, including food, clothing, housing, and medical care and necessary social services, and the rights to security and the even and unemployment sickness, disability, widowhood, old age, or other lack of livelihood in circumstances beyond his control. Number 2. Motherhood and childhood are entitled to special care and assistance to all children together born or with or enjoyed the same social protection. Article 26, number 1. Everyone has the right to education. Education shall be free, at least the elementary and fundamental stage. Elementary education shall be compulsory. Technical and professional education shall be made generally available, and higher education shall be equally accessible to all on the basis of merit. Number 2. Educational shall be directed to the whole and development of the human personality and to the strengthening of respect human rights and fundamental freedoms, and it shall promote understanding, tolerance, and friendship among all nations, racial or religious groups, and shall further the activities of the United Nations for the maintenance of peace. Number 3. Parents have a prior right to choose the kind of education that shall be given to their children. Article 27, number 1. Everyone has the right to freely participate in the cultural life of the community, to enjoy the arts, and to share in in in, in and to share scientific and its benefits
Number two, everyone has the right to the protection of the moral and material interests resulting from any scientific, literary, artistic production of which he is the author. Article 28. Everyone is entitled to a social or the international order in which the rights and freedom set forth and this declaration can be fully realized. Article 29, number 1. Everyone has duties to the community and in which along the free and full development of his personality is possible. Number 2. And the exercise of these rights and freedoms, everyone shall be subject only to such limitation are just determined by law solely for the purpose of securing the recognition and respect of the right of freedoms of others, of meeting just requirements of morality, public order, and general and democratic society. Number 3. These rights shall be freedom. No case may exercise contrary to the purpose and principles of the United Nations. Article 30. Nothing declaration may be interpreted and is implying of any state, prop, or person in right to engage in any activity or to perform any act and aim destruction of any of the rights and freedom set for for Herrero.